What's going on, everybody? It's Leroy. Welcome back to Pokemon Crystal version. In the last video, we made it here to Mahogany Town, and we quickly found out that there is not anything to do here. The gym is blocked off by this guy. We can't even make it further east because there's another dude blocking things off over here. Really, there's just a bunch of nothing to do until we make our way north to the Lake of Rage. I mean, this town doesn't even have a mart. Instead of a mart, they have this blue-haired dude over here, sketchiest guy in the world, who's just selling mushrooms and slowpoke tails, along with some standard items that you'd find at the very beginning of the game. So yeah, not too great of item selection considering the 7th gym badge is here in Mahogany Town. So all we're gonna do in this episode is head north towards the Lake of Rage, which means that we're gonna have to go through Route 43 here. So really quick, I'll spray some Repel. In Gold and Silver version, you were able to find Girafarig in the grass here. Of course, they got rid of that in Crystal version. This girl mentions the Lake of Rage. Tons of people are talking about it, so the game basically does everything they can to hint to you that you need to go up there. Here's Picnicker Tiffany, and she's got a Clefairy. So I have Eevee out in front, my Cosmo here, who hasn't gotten any training for a while, but I've got Return on it, which does more damage the higher your friendship is. And, oh nice, that Sing missed, perfect, didn't want to have to go to sleep. But my Cosmo does have pretty high friendship because I gave it a bunch of haircuts in Goldenrod City. So who knows, if I get up a level, it is daytime right now, so if I level up in this video with high enough friendship, I'll become an Espeon. Of course, I don't think I have quite that high of friendship yet. There'll probably be several more levels. We got another trainer here in the middle of the grass. So let's see what's going on with Pokemaniac Brent here. Looks like he's just got one Pokemon, a Lickitung. Pretty unique Pokemon you don't see every day. Lickiting's kind of a crappy Pokemon. It really just has a lot of HP and nothing else. So it might take a few of these returns to knock him out. But yeah, we just got a bunch of trainers and stuff on our way up to the Lake of Rage. If you guys remember, I'm trying to find the item, the Experience Share. And I'm gonna need to make my way up to the Lake of Rage in order to grab that item. So yeah, we're actually gonna have to get the red scale from the Red Gyarados up in the Lake of Rage, and we're gonna have to bring that over to Mr. Pokemon, so it requires a little bit of backtracking, but I think it'll be worth it for me. And Cosmo's up to level 22. Fantastic, and looks like we're on a roll to start things off here. 2 Pokemon down, 2 trainers down. And really quickly here, I'm gonna use some fresh water to get myself healed up. Now there are, the new Pokemon you can find in this grass here is Farfetch'd, if you're interested. Kind of a shame they got rid of Girafarig, though. That was an awesome Pokemon, a normal and a psychic type. No clue why they wanted to get rid of it. If you come over here, you can find yourself a Bitterberry, and that's gonna heal up Confusion. Pretty handy held item. I think we have a couple of those now. And I know I'm a little bit off the main trail here, but that's okay. Let's continue surfing up north. I kind of want to clear this section over here. And this guy says, I'm in a slump. Maybe it's the gear I'm using. Let's battle for a change of pace. Yeah, only a poor fisherman blames his tools. Everybody knows that. So, we're going to take on Fisherman Marvin over here. And, oh, he's got a Magikarp. One of those guys. Oh, and of course it's at level 10. So, alright, that should be pretty easy for Cosmo. And yeah, this guy actually has a big fat team of crappy Pokemon. Bunch of Magikarps. He even has, I think, this is a dude with a level 10 Gyarados. Yeah, seriously. Can you explain this? A level 10 Gyarados. Like, how in God's name? Now, there's actually a little bit of backstory, so I know I joke about it, but there is a little backstory here that you get involved with, where it talks about the Magikarps radioactively evolving, so maybe this is kind of the hint at it right here is the level 10 Gyarados. I always give the game crap when they have those premature evolutions, but in this case it actually kind of makes sense, which is a little bit funny. And of course, this is just a normal Magikarp who wasn't exposed to the radioactive waves, I guess. So yeah, just a crappy level 15 Magikarp. We'll get him out of the way. But he does actually round things out with a level 15 Gyarados, and this one's, you know, it's at least worth a fight. So let's go over to Teddy Ursa Roosevelt, who is our only Pokemon with an electric move right now, which is perfect for taking out Gyarados, seeing as he's 4 times weak to it. Now, of course, Elekid will eventually be our main electric type, but we still need to get that experience share before getting him up in levels. I gotta take a Thrash here, which is never fun. I can't even believe the Gyarados lived, to be honest, with 1 health point. I mean, just goes to show how strong those things are. Even all the way down at level 15 can still take a 4 times effective Thunder Punch. But Teddy Ursa's gonna get up to level 24, and we took down Fisherman Marvin. And he feels better after losing. Whatever. At least he's not blaming his gear anymore. So let's go ahead and hop on our bike, and let's go up to this little spot. And this is actually the Lake of Rage over here, but we're not going to be able to access the lake itself, because the Lake of Rage is split up into 2 little different spots. But grab this full restore. You can see the water, but it's going to be blocked off by the trees. So yeah, little hidden item over there. Perfect, there's no wild Pokemon up here, so I can cruise along with no repels. And you gotta have Cut to fully explore up here. It's not the end of the world if you don't have it with you, it's just a few items you can grab. So luckily I have Cut equipped on my Sunflora, just making things easy for me. Makes it so I don't have to use an HM Slave. And right here's a hidden rare candy, so make sure you grab that. And guys, I'm going to take a quick break right here because there's a dude that appears on Wednesdays and Wednesdays only. And you can't find the rare candy on a Wednesday because he's standing in the spot. So let me take a quick break, reset my game clock, and I'll come back on a Wednesday. I would recommend YouTubing a video for how to reset the game clock in Pokemon Crystal version if you wonder how I've been doing this, but meet Wesley. Wesley only shows up on Wednesdays because he's Wesley of Wednesday. And whatever, he's gonna give you a black belt. The black belt is a held item that will boost up the power of your fighting type moves by 10%. And yeah, as you guys know, I always love getting those type enhancing items. Although I don't have any fighting types on my team, so I don't know if the black belt will do me any good. Anyway, let's wrap around here with Cuts, and there's a few more items to grab here. And a couple of TMs, actually, for that matter, so definitely worth your time to make your way over here. Yeah, it's kind of nice having a Pokemon as crappy as Sunflora, right? A Pokemon with as crappy of a moveset as Sunflora, where I can actually get away with riding Cut on it the entire time. But yeah, you can grab an elixir over there if you want, and then come all the way over here, cut down one final tree, and yeah, it's like, you guys know at this point I have the Cut HM, you don't need to keep testing me, but over here you can find TM43, and this teaches Detect, which is a move that will just block the opponent's next move. Eventually it stops working if you use it over and over, but it's a move you can use to stall your opponents out. Pretty nice if you have them poisoned with a move like Toxic or something. Now if you come over to this building, you can talk to this dude at the table, and he's pretty impressed that you strayed all the way over here, so he's going to go ahead and share this TM with you. It's TM10, which teaches Hidden Power. Now Hidden Power is an interesting move. Every Pokemon in the game can learn it with just a few exceptions. And Hidden Power is going to be a random typing and a random base power between 31 and 70. Now you can wind up with any type other than the normal type, so this move has a lot of random potential to be a unique attack in your moveset. Now you're going to have to do some testing to find out which type and what power it has, so you're going to want to save your game and kind of just start fighting wild Pokemon. It's all based on random number generators, okay? So every Pokemon has a set of individual values, which are essentially just a random set of numbers that are determined when you first encounter the Pokemon. So there are ways to kind of figure out what it is online, but your best bet is probably just to go start fighting Pokemon with the move against some stuff in the grass, and then just kind of see what you have on you. Now, I'll probably have to do this off screen, but I imagine it could be an interesting move for a Pokemon like Eevee. So yeah, I'll play around with Hidden Power off screen, figure out where I can best suit it for my team here. And with all of that said, let's go ahead and spray another Repel. I'm getting worried because I only have one Repel left, so we'll see how long we last here. And now that we've gotten all those items and shenanigans out of the way, let's get back to the trainer battling. I love Pokemon, that's why I started, and why I'll keep on collecting Pokemon. So yeah, you get a lot of the hardcore fans over here, because the Lake of Rage is definitely a destination for all the Pokemaniacs and such, since you can find the Red Gyarados here, the shiny Gyarados. And yeah, this dude has a Slowbro on his team, a level 19 Slowbro. Yeah, because even though Slowpoke evolves at level 37, but I did mention that I'm going to be using Shadow Ball to take out Psychic types. So yeah, this will be a good example of how Eevee's going to be useful for my team going forward. Shadow Ball's a great move to take out Psychic types. And yeah, since you get the Fog Badge Ghost type boost, Shadow Ball becomes a 90 base power move. And when it's super effective, we're looking at 180 base power. So even a big bulky Pokemon like Slowbro just can't really hang around too long when I'm throwing Shadow Balls at it. So yeah, whether Cosmo evolves into an Espeon or an Umbreon, it's going to be a fantastic counter to Psychic types in the game. And Cosmo's up to level 23, which means we're going to learn Quick Attack. And yeah, you guys know me, I love priority moves, so let's go ahead and replace Tackle with Quick Attack. Essentially the same power, except Quick Attack has priority. So yeah, there we go. Pokemaniac Ben was defeated. And I don't think Cosmo quite has the friendship to evolve yet. It should be a little bit longer. But yeah, this is where Route 43 becomes the Lake of Rage. And I still have a couple more trainers to clean things up here, and I'll actually give Eevee a break. One thing I want to do is switch over to my Poliwag, because Poliwag came so close to evolving in the last episode, and I want to see if I can get him a chance here, or see if I can give her a chance here, to go over the top and become a Poliwhirl. So yeah, oh, some guy named Corona made fun of my Pokemon. What? Darn it, my Pokemon's great. So you're telling me that Corona has already been here to the Lake of Rage? Somehow this guy's always a couple steps ahead of me. But this is Pokemaniac Ron, and he's got a Nidoking on his team. Seriously, Corona, you're making fun of a Nidoking? Like, I thought he hated weak Pokemon, and he's just talking trash on a fully evolved 3rd stage evolution. Like, you gotta be kidding me. But yeah, Swirly's gonna go with a Surf here. And I got the 5 level advantage and the critical hit to knock it out. There we go. And that might actually be the last move that Poliwag ever uses. So way to go, Poliwag! You got a critical hit on your very last Surf. And I'm gonna learn Rain Dance at level 25. Actually, I would teach him Rain Dance, but I'm just gonna turn around and get rid of it for Ice Punch anyways after the evolution. So no need to even mess around with it. But yeah, there we go. My Nidoking did pretty right on. I like that attitude, man. My Nidoking did pretty right on. And there I go, calling it Nidoking instead of Nidoking again. But here we go! Finally, we get an evolution! Yeah, it's been a while, but at level 25, Poliwag becomes a Poliwhirl. So yeah, and I guess I'm gonna leave it up to you guys to decide if you think Poliwhirl's gonna turn into a Poliwrath or a Politoed. Leave me a comment and tell me what your prediction is. Anyways, let's continue along here and make sure that... Oh yeah, let's grab this Max Ether right here. But guys, make sure you do not go in this building. Don't go in from either end. Don't go from the top or the bottom. That's what she said. Because Team Rocket is in there, and they're going to charge you 1,000 Poké-Dollars just for walking in. And as you guys know, I refuse to blow my money in this game. I'm trying to save up for that Fire Blast TM. So let's hop down here, and we have one last trainer that we haven't fought here on the route, so yeah, might as well give our Swirly a little bit of a test run now that it's evolved into a Poliwhirl. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what your guys' comments are as far as Swirly's final evolution. But yeah, we just got a Sandshrew here, so should be easy pickings here for Poliwhirl. And now that Swirly's evolved, I think half of my team has now reached an evolution between Sunkern, Poliwag, and Cyndaquil. So there we go, Sandshrew goes down. So yeah, now I'm just waiting on the Eevee evolution, the Teddiursa evolution, and then of course, way down the road, we'll have Elekid evolving. But first I gotta get the experience share, so that's why we're working our way up here towards the Lake of Rage. And yeah, this Zubat's not gonna last with a Surf, so it's another easy kill for Swirly. And yeah, we're getting along pretty easily here. Last up we have a Sandslash, which we should have no problem taking out. The big difference you'll notice when evolving your Poliwag into a Poliwhirl is the bulkiness. You gain a lot of HP and defense. I mean, just look at Poliwhirl compared to Poliwag, you can tell it's not quite as frail. But it's nice because you keep all that speed stat too. It's pretty rare to find a Pokemon with a lot of bulkiness and a lot of speed. So yeah. And he says, losing isn't fun at all. I wouldn't know anything about losing. So let's go ahead and teach this Ice Punch TM really quick because I forgot about it. Yeah, Ice Punch could come in handy. If we come across a grass type or something, and of course we got dragons later on in the game, which resist water, so always good to have some Ice Punches on you. We'll get rid of Water Gun. But yeah, there's a Gym Leader with dragons, there's an Elite Four member with dragons, or the Champion, I should say, so yeah, the more ice moves, the merrier, and now we have Ice Punch on our Elekid and on our Poliwhirl. Fisherman Tully's giving us a call, or I guess they just call him Fisher Tully in this game, and he's going to challenge us to a battle. Whatever, it's not the Water Stone, so I don't care about it. Let's continue our way up north here. And yeah, we've beaten all the trainers, my repel wore off, and I'm all out of repels. Let's see if we can make it up here. Alright gang, we made it out of the grass, which means that we're ready to hit up the Lake of Rage. So yeah, the one thing that you really have to do here is defeat the Red Gyarados in the lake, but before we do that, let's go ahead and grab this item way up yonder. And yeah, it's a hidden item. Max Potion for ya. We've been getting a lot of max items in the last few videos, which I'll probably just sell off at the mart so I can limit the items in my bag. And yeah, work my way up towards that Fire Blast TM, which costs a ton of money. So yeah, one random thing you can do is come into this building, and this guy's going to give you some backstory on the Lake of Rage. Just kind of rants for a while, but this guy will give you an elixir if you bring him a big enough Magikarp. I'm going to be honest, I don't really know the full details on how this works, but I guess every Magikarp that you find in the water could potentially be the biggest one he's ever seen. Whatever, you can always just get that hidden elixir that I found earlier in the video. Let's just go ahead and surf straight up to this Gyarados, and we're going to want to switch up our team here. So let's get Swirly out of the way and put up our Teddiursa. Yeah, Teddiursa has Thunder Punch, which is 4 times effective. And here we go, it's the one forced shiny battle in the game, the Red Gyarados fight. People love shinies, I don't really care too much about shinies, especially this one, since it's not even a random encounter. There's a decent chance that your odd egg hatches into a shiny, which I wasn't lucky enough to get one, so I might as well catch this Gyarados, I guess. You can't escape from the fight, you have to either knock him out or catch him, and since he's a one-of-a-kind, I feel a little bad just knocking him out, so we'll try to catch him, kind of like we did with Sudowoodo. I'm not going to use Gyarados on my team or anything like that, although I might teach him like Waterfall and Whirlpool and stuff like that. So he does have this move Dragon Rage, which is annoying because it does 40 hit points, which is a lot for this portion in the game. I mean, this thing's at level 30, which is the highest level by far we've seen, and my Teddiursa is almost dead, and I don't want him to die. I would be sad if Teddiursa died, so let's go ahead and actually switch over to Poliwag. Let's switch our strategy a little bit here and try to put him to sleep. Maybe I should have done this right away, whatever. I didn't really think it through that much, and Thrash is almost going to kill me, so let's hope that, yeah, Hypnosis is going to land. Perfect. I guess I could try doing a little bit of damage, but whatever. I might just be better off chucking Ultra Balls. I'm going to be honest, guys, I didn't really spend money at the mart for extra Pokeballs or anything. I don't really care if I don't catch this thing, to be honest. I mean, 1 Gyarados, 2 Gyarados, Red Gyarados, Blue Gyarados, it doesn't matter to me. He's going to pop out of the Ultra Ball and wake up on the first turn. Not cool, bro. And that bite to the face is nearly going to knock me out. Go to sleep. You're getting very sleepy, Red Gyarados. Yeah, I really don't want Swirly to get knocked out. In fact, I don't think I've had any of my Pokemon knocked out throughout the entire walkthrough. So it would be a huge shame if this thing killed me while I'm just trying to befriend it and catch it. But, oh, my last Ultra Ball isn't going to do it, which means now I have to rely on Pokeballs. What a shame. But of course, that's just how this game works sometimes. Your Ultra Balls will not work, and then suddenly a Pokeball will work. So yeah. We got a few more of these left, and we'll see what we can do. Eventually Gyarados is going to wake up and knock me out, but whatever, I don't even want to bother switching out or whatever just to keep Poliwhirl alive. We'll just keep our fingers crossed and hope we can catch this thing. Gosh, I'm probably going to get screwed here, whatever. This thing's going to wake up and just thrash me to death. Alright. Let's go. 2 Pokeballs and a Lure Ball. We can do it. We can get this Red Gyarados. I know it. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I thought for sure. I thought for sure. And, oh god, it's woken up. Another bite to the face. Oh, and that's the first KO of the walkthrough. Screw this Gyarados, but, oh, you can't run away. Okay. You know what? We're gonna kill it with our freaking Teddy Ursa. I gotta get vengeance on this thing. Oh, but you know what? There's no way I'm gonna outspeed it. Okay, let's throw a Pokeball! What am I thinking? I'm gonna get all my Pokemon knocked out now! God, this was a stupid move. Oh, freaking Gyarados. 1, 2, 3! Are you kidding me? What? You pop out every time when you're asleep, and now when you're awake, you just... Oh, whatever. I'll take it. It's Gyarados, standing at 21 feet, 4 inches tall, 518 pounds. Holy crap, it's no wonder it popped out of all those Pokeballs and Ultra Balls. So there we go. It cost us the life of a Poliwag, but we got the red scale. So yeah, that's a key item that you get right after feeding the Gyarados or capturing it. And then this guy, you can't miss him. It's Lance with the cape. He's gonna come over here and say something about some Gyarados. Apparently the Magikarp here at the Lake of Rage are being forced to evolve. And yeah, there's all these crazy rumors going on about why these Magikarps are evolving. So Lance is going to come here to investigate the rumors, and he's going to ask for your help, because he saw the way that I battled against that Red Gyarados. He saw the way that my Poliwag got killed and how I got lucky throwing a Pokeball at the very end. So yes, he's going to ask me to help him investigate. And yeah, these Magikarps are evolving because of some mysterious radio broadcast coming from Mahogany. And without even offering you a ride, Lance is just gonna fly into the air back to Mahogany. So let me backtrack really quick, guys, because I want to go all the way back to Mr. Pokemon and show him my newly found red scale that I got for capturing that Red Gyarados. So I'll see you guys in a sec. I've been preaching in the last couple of videos about how I want to get the experience share for my Elekid, and that is why I made my way all the way to the Lake of Rage, so I could get that red scale, so I could come back here to Route 31, and visit Mr. Pokemon. And yeah, once you have like the cut HM and stuff, it's actually pretty easy to navigate around the whole little Johto map. Everything kind of connects near Ecruteak and Violet City. So here's Mr. Pokemon, and he's very obsessed with the red scale, so he's going to offer the experience share that he got from Professor Oak. And of course we're going to say yes to that deal, because the red scale doesn't do anything for us. So yeah, and now that I have the experience share, I'll absolutely attach that to my Elekid so he can start gaining up levels with the rest of the guys. So thank you all for watching. I'll catch you all next time in Mahogany Town.